Hey guys, quick update for No Man's Sky. So yeah, we're getting an update for the end of the year and an upgrade for the PlayStation 5 Pro. As you may or may not know, the console is actually launching later today. So yeah, the update should also go live later today, but it brings in a bunch of massive graphical changes, 8K resolution, new rendering, of course also cross-platform cross-saves, which personally I'm very excited for, and even the Normandy expedition from a couple of years back is making a return. So let's jump right into it with all the details, starting of course with the improved graphics. We actually have an 8K video on the Hello Games channel, which in my opinion just looks incredible. No Man's Sky has never looked better than this, but there are some quite big enhancements. One of them is that spectral super resolution, the PSSR, which allows for upscaling of the image quality, so you're going to get 4K 60 FPS even in that performance mode. Also now it supports 8K resolution with the universe looking incredible in 8K but at 30 FPS if you're going with that fidelity slash graphics mode. Besides that, PS5 Pro also gets improved lighting, ultra quality reflections, and higher quality ambient occlusion in all modes. And all of these changes will also apply to PSVR 2, so if you're playing No Man's Sky in VR, you're going to see some stunning visual reality imagery over here, offering an even more immersive experience for travelers among the stars. Looks really interesting. Now, I'm not sure if like rendering distance has also been improved, because this video kinda hints that a little bit. It definitely seems a little bit better than what I have on a 4090 on the PC, so maybe some of these image quality changes will also transfer to the PC, but I kind of doubt it. Maybe it's just a thing with this planet that they keep showcasing in some of their trailers. Now, besides that, we also have the cross save, and I'm a really big fan of this. Cyberpunk 2077 also had one, and I really enjoyed it. So basically now, if you go into the save game menu, you're going to see a cloud icon next to your saves, indicating that now you have propagated those on other platforms you play the game on. So if you play on the PC like me and always wanted to jump on the PlayStation 5, for example, now you finally have the option to transfer your PC saves to the PS5 and vice versa, and this pretty much goes for all existing platforms. Now, this isn't going to be available for everybody at first. We're gonna have to do it via this link and basically get in a beta version of this first, and then it's going to slowly get rolled out for everybody. So here are the details. Once you go on that page, you're going to see a get started screen, and this is going to let you connect your Steam account to your console's account. It seems that Nintendo is the only one that's coming soon, so it's not ready, but pretty much everything else seems to be working just fine. And once you're done connecting all of this, you can pretty much toggle on which platform you want to share this on. So if it's on the PS5 or any PlayStation or Xbox or anything of sorts, even PC, you can just toggle it from this screen and then have it all in game. So now cross-save support is available on all platforms. This has been a huge undertaking and is one of the most requested features, no doubt about it. So it really doesn't matter if you're on the PC, PS4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Series X and S, Game Pass, GOG, Nintendo Switch, Steam Deck, VR 1 or 2, and PC VR. You're going to have all of these, pretty much cross-save platforms now. You can go ahead and play them from any source that you may own, which is actually really awesome. I, again, enjoy those in Cyberpunk. But adding the ability to transfer saves between platforms via a server is especially difficult for No Man's Sky, as the work involved increases with each platform supported and how long folks have already been playing for. Both those numbers are large for our tiny team. It's very common for players to rack up thousands of hours of saves exploring across space, building elaborate bases, and cataloging their discoveries with incredibly detailed saves. Adding cross-save for us is a little bit like moving house. The longer people have lived there, the more complicated it is to move them. We also have players who played since launch. I am definitely one of those. 8 years ago, suddenly loading up the save on a platform that didn't even exist back then. So for these reasons, we have secretly been introducing the technologies for this update for over 6 months. We are now ready to start rolling cross saves out of the small number of players. From today, all No Man's Sky players can connect their different platforms accounts together at, of course, this specific link right here. So you will have to use this link to basically connect your saves, which actually makes sense. That's pretty interesting. A subset of players will then be able to be admitted to the beta. Participating in the beta will be able to upload and download saves from the connected platforms via the in-game save screen. In this coming weeks, all players will be invited to do so. So even if you don't get invited at first, don't worry. In the next few weeks, they are going to slowly roll this out for everybody. But I would also do a backup of this just in case, because you never know if things may go wrong or not. Also, keep in mind that you can't store up infinite amount of saves like how you can do in the game. You can only do up to 6 saves in the cross-platform storage, which means 6 separate playthroughs. In my opinion, that is more than enough. You're going to have plenty. I pretty much use only one, so it's not like you're going to go with too many saves over there. 6 is going to be plenty for pretty much everybody. Now, the Normandy also makes a return for those of you who have missed the Beachhead expedition, which is one of the first expeditions we ever got. But this is going to be through now an overhauled version of that original mission, which is also going to let you add it to your collection. Plus, the Normandy is going to be a frigate, not an actual freighter, so you're not going to land on it or anything. It's just something you can add to your fleet. It is going to be a stealth/reconnaissance frigate, which means it's pretty good at just exploration and fighting, not so much at industrial or trading, but it is pretty good at spearheading your fleet if you don't have anything that's better. Plus, of course, it is going to be of max legendary quality once you get it, which means you don't have to spend a lot of time upgrading it. So the expedition is totally going to be worth it. We may even jump into it later today to see some of the changes. Now, for the patch notes, we do have some for patch 5.2.5. So cross saves are now going to be enabled, allowing players to transfer save games between all platforms. But this feature is being released as a limited beta, as I mentioned previously. Also, Beachhead Expedition begins today and will run for another 2 weeks. Maybe this will also eventually coincide with an expedition rerun at the end or at the middle of December, as usually it happens at the end of each year. And besides this, they just fixed a bunch of crashes related to loading multi-tools, to the PlayStation consoles. Also, Xbox has a bunch of crash fixes, and pretty much all the ones that you can see right here. Different problems with the game that needed flashed out. And in terms of Light No Fire, no news, unfortunately, just the fact that you should probably go ahead and wishlist it on Steam. It's slowly creeping to the top spots over there. It used to be like top 40, then top 20, and now it's pretty much in the top 10. It's on the 7th spot, so eventually it will, reach like maybe the first 3 as we're getting closer and closer to launch, or when maybe a release date will be announced. Who knows? Hopefully next year too. But this is pretty much it. Thanks much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.